Hello, YouTube. This your boy CJ Harris back again, and yes, I am back. Uh, Sorry, I have been gone for a few years now. Not only because I have my computer back, so I can record more videos. Not only that, I am in college now. I go if you're in the St. Louis area, I go to Rankin Technical College, one of the best technical colleges in the country. Um, I am studying for automotive import technology. Yes, I love cars. I love fixing up cars. But that's not what I came here to talk to you guys about. Not only I came here to apologize that I've been gone for a long period of time. I been lately I've been doing some work on underground battles, and some of you guys really wanted me back, so I'm back. Now I guess now like I said, now I got my computer back. I can start making more cards, giving you guys more updates and showing the cards off. But today, if you guys haven't seen some of my videos, I posted up a deck profile of my the Pale Moon deck. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that deck today. This deck today. Basically the archetype, what it consists of, what's the main build of the deck. So further ado, let's get started. Yes, I am very cold, you guys, so I have a cover. So bear with me. So of course you're gonna have your commander Algo the Moonlight Warrior. This is the first commander that has transformed. Transform means, well, if you can read its effect, I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't even see it my damn self, but sorry for my language. But if you see the effect, it's transform. Tap two, add one moon card from your deck from your deck to from your deck or grave to your hand. And um, don't look at this because this isn't the mana cost of this, because this I figured out how I'm going to actually make the game, but this doesn't mean anything, so skip that. Don't worry about that. At first, I had it set up as you can't use the commander's effect unless you summon it from the commander's field, and your commander becomes a creature. But I've looking at the consistency and how I've been playtesting this game, I'm not actually gonna add that. So this card, the commander, is pretty good because I mean you run like if you're gonna run this deck, you're gonna run a lot of moon cards. Basically the whole archetype is basically bouncing a lot of cards back to your opponent's field so they can discard. Basically, you controlling the field by bouncing crap back and negating a lot of card effects and spells, abilities, and monster effects. This deck really helps with my Obion the Black Lightning deck, the Supernova Burn deck. Actually, I changed the deck a lot. So I'm gonna show you guys this deck later. But this deck consists on like bouncing crap back. That's a problem for you. So let me flip it over. Uh, it transformed. Algo transformed to Selene, the moon god. Um, Once again, it's good because once you transform, this card becomes a 10 beater. It has 10 attack, but it transforms back to Algo at the end of the turn once it's been transformed. But Selene's effect, if you guys know, like all the gods, or if you into like the whatever that word is, mythicology, whatever it's called. Selene is the god of the moon. So I put that, put that to use. So, but anyways, Celine's effect is tap two, send one card to back, send one card back on the field back to his owner's hand. So basic, basically, like I said, you bouncing crap back. That's a problem for you. Enough with that. Oh, I'm just gonna run through everything about the deck. I'm not actually gonna show you guys the whole deck itself. So, so in this deck, you're gonna have Crescent Moon Knight. It's a one beater. Basically, this card helps you mana ramp. This deck also mana ramps. This deck is ridiculous when it mana ramps. When you get mana ramping out, you have so many plays with this deck. And 9 9 10, if you're gonna use Algo's effect, you're gonna grab Crescent Moon Knight, guaranteed, because you want a mana ramp to be able to use your power cards. But we're gonna get to that. So basically, like I said, Crescent Moon Knight is there, just mana ramp. Pale Moon, Pale Moon Mage. This deck revolves around this card. It's a 3/3 for 3. Its effect is so broken. I mean, you could tap this card. It produces 2 mana. Not only that, you could tap this card. All creatures that you control gain +2/+2 flying and bloodthirst. So flying, they could get over a lot of shit. Bloodthirst, they get to attack twice. Not only, think about it this way: if you have this on the field and you have multiple Pale Moon, crap, Celine, the Moon God, becomes very powerful. So this this card is like amazing in this deck, but the only thing about it, this is going to be the first target for your opponents. I mean, if you the downfall of this deck, if you don't mana ramp or if you don't search for the right card, especially against Obeon the Black Lightning, the burn deck, that the decks those decks will overpower you. You will lose like if you don't mana ramp. So that's basically the downfall of the whole deck. And then we got Eclipse Moon Prince. He's a 4. He's a 4/3 for 4. This effect is good. I mean, it stops battle phases, but this other effect, I mean, you really don't really use it, only because 9 out of 10 you're probably not gonna run king or queen. So I mean, king and queen, their effects is they're pretty good, but I mean, I only run it as one in my Pale Moon deck. So I actually have 3 decks. I have the Lancasters and Obeon. I mostly use Obeon because I love that deck. I mean, that was my first deck when I first made this game. But then I made Pale Moon. I'm like, I fell in love with that too. But like I said, the downfall of this deck, if you don't mana ramp or you don't get your combo cards off, your opponent will overtake you. So um, the other effect is, I was like, you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 light or dark creature from your grave. So I mean, you really don't special summon this. You pretty much like um just normal summon it by tapping 4 mana. So I mean, the card is there to just for protection, protects you, so you can get your combo cards out quick enough. And then we have Blue Moon Princess. Tap 2 banish. Tap 3 banish 1 card on the field. It's a 3/3 for 3. I mean, it's okay, but I think it costs for this card. It costs too much. I mean, you tap in 3, you already got to tap 3 just to summon the card, but I mean, it's okay. I like it just because it banish stuff off the field that I don't like. For example, I can banish autographs. I can banish pretty much any problem card that I have. So And this is the card I was talking about, Red Moon Queen. The effect is good. You can special summon this card. Oh, when this card is summoned, you can special summon one Eclipse Moon Prince from your deck. Um, from your deck, your hand, deck, graveyard. I mean, it brings back Eclipse. It brings back Eclipse, but 4 mana cost is ridiculous. I mean, it's 4, and you get the and you can tap 4, destroy every creature your opponent control. I mean, yeah, the effect is good, but I mean, yeah. And then Full Moon Prince. I mean, Full Moon King. When this card is summoned, you can special. It's a 5/4 for 5. I mean, it's a king, so it's gonna cost a lot, and the effect is okay. Whenever this card, you know, whenever this card is summoned, you can special summon one queen. But whenever queen is summoned, you can special summon prince, and you can special summon prince. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you loading your field with a lot of cards, so and then you can tap for it, destroy every ability and trap your opponent controls. So you can tap for it. I mean, the effects are pretty good. So what's next? What I run in this deck is just draw power. Is Howling Wolf. I mean, it gains +2/+2 um for each card in my grave until the end of the turn. I mean, 9 out of 10, I'm probably not gonna have anything. Sorry about that. 9 out of 10, I'm probably not gonna have anything in my grave, but yeah, because I'm basically bouncing stuff back. I mean, unless he destroys stuff. I mean, this card is just here just for me to for draw power basically. By the way, you guys can um that deck. If you guys want to use my copy of my deck, be my guest. I don't care. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Now to the abilities of this deck that most people will probably run, or well, what I'm running, but most people will probably run the broken shooting star ability. The broken shooting star ability. So if you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys know if you guys anybody played Yu-Gi-Oh or know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, if you guys know this card Morpher Jar #2, this card is the exact same effect of this self-explanatory. Basically, you can trigger it. You can use this to trigger. You can trigger once your opponent summon a monster. You can trigger this. Show start does um you shuffle both players shuffle their all creatures back to their deck, shuffle the deck, and then basically mill cards, and then basically mill cards revealing every single card that you mill. Not only that, you special summon creatures that has a mana cost of 4 or lower as many cards as many creatures that you send back to your deck. So basically, if your opponent has like 5 creatures on the field, and you trigger and you play Shooting Star, they shuffle those 5 monsters, mill cards until they have 5 more monsters on the field. Basically, you basically decking out your opponent at the same time controlling their field. So I mean, the card is good. It's broken in this deck if you can get it off. That's if you can get it off. Next card, Moonlight Shine. Basically, discard 1 moon card. It's a 4 mana cost. Discard 1 moon card from your hand. From your hand, banish 2 cards from your opponent's hand. So basically, you discard 1 card, 1 moon card, exact 1 moon card from your hand. Just to banish 2 cards from your opponent's hand. It's good. Like I said, this deck is good, but the only problem is you have to mana ramp just to get card, just to get stuff off. For example, this, I mean, yeah, I mean you controlling their field and you have hand control. So destructive next card, destructive wave is a 3 mana cost. It's a counter ability. Return every creature back to your opponent's hand. Opponent's hand. So your opponent try to floodgate you with a whole bunch of fucking monsters on the field. You can say fuck you, play destructive wave, bounce every card back to their hand, and you know the rule is you can only have 7 cards in your hand. So if your opponent floodgates you and have like 10 fucking monsters on the field, you can say no, disrupt, destructive wave, bounce everything back. At the end of their turn, they gotta discard every single monster they had, every single like cards from their hand. So I love that card. I love playing against. I love playing that when against some of my friends play Lancasters. You know, they like Lancasters like the light swarms of Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, destructive foul. It's a 4 mana cost. I mean, this card is really good. 9 out of 10. With this card, I pretty much do it to myself. Like, do this effect to myself because I mean, I want to restart my hand because I mean, the deck is not really consistent right now until I figure out how I'm gonna make it consistent, putting cards in other sets. But anyway, the effect is target player discard their whole hand, draw 5 cards. So I mean, other some of my friends was like, "Why you not playing Destructive Howl and Obi on the Black 90?" This is why. This is why. The reason why is because I have card. I mean, it's a stall burn deck. I mean, I'm taking extra turns. I'm taking extra turns using. Let me get to the card. Psychic Rewind. Psychic Rewind's effect is you can take an extra turn, draw a card, and then target creature commander deals 2 damage. Not only that, I'm taking an extra turn. That Obion's effect triggers whenever I draw a card. That's 2 damage, and then I'm drawing an extra card, so that's another 2 damage. And then it burns a target creature commander for another 2 damage. That's 6 damage already. I really don't need this. I mean, yeah, I get destructive help myself. Obion's effect triggers drawing 5 cards. 5 times 2 is 10. But I mean, I have other plays in this deck, in this deck. So once again, I'm not talking about that deck. Let me get back to the subject. But this card is pretty. I mean, I pretty much do this card to myself whenever I play with this deck. So I mean, it's good and all, but like I said, if I mean, it's hard to explain. Like this deck is like really not consistent. I mean, I like it and all. I mean, it's controlling your opponent's hand and field at the same time. But this deck is really not consistent until it gets cards to like help it out. And wink, wink. I mean, that's a little teaser. Something might be coming out in the new sets for you guys. And then what I play is Final Crisis. Final Crisis is basically destroy every card on the field. It's just a reset button. There's a reset button basically. So, and then the only traps I play is Broken Memories from set 1. You guys know what Broken Memories is. You know, all your opponent creatures attack your opponent's commander at this time for each creature that has, if possible, if for each creature that has attacked your opponent, all of them destroy. So this is a big fuck you in the face, pretty much. I mean, you get attacked by your opponent getting attacked by their own monsters, and their own monsters get destroyed at the end of the turn if they attack this turn. So that turn, so that card, Broken Memory, is just ridiculous. Now, getting to the extra deck. Yes, I have made an extra deck for this. This is like um Exceeds and Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I'll call them Union monsters basically. So I have made an extra deck for this deck. So I'm gonna just show it off. This is a preview of the some of the Union cards that I'm gonna be making. But this is not all of them. I do have a few more, but yeah. I have the Moonlight Dragon. Basically, I can summon it with two or more level 4 or lower monsters, and then I can tap to banish 2 cards on the field. Basically, I'm like I said, I'm controlling my opponent's field, and I play 4 of those in my extra deck. And then I have Moonlight Apprentice. I can mana ramp. This produces 3 mana for each turn. For each time I tap this card, so it's pretty good. This card can only be summoned with all the moon cards can only be summoned with moon creatures. Basically, that's the downfall of this deck. But I mean, the downfall about it, but it is what it is. I didn't want to make the cards too broken. You know what I'm saying? So I got Shiny Moon Warrior. I can tattoo add 1 card that has a mana cost of 4 lore from my hand from my deck or grave to my hand. Add it to from my deck or my grave to my hand. So basically, I can bring back pretty much anything except of and um Howling Wolf and King with this deck. So with this card, so I run 4 of those. I have Skull Warrior. It's a Union. It's a Dark. It has 2 attack, 3 defense. Um, effect is uh into the darkness. Into the darkness. I basically use some of the concepts from what is it? Card Fight. Not Card Fight Vanguard. Buddy Fight. Into the darkness. I can special summon any card. Special summon one creature from my graveyard that has a mana cost of 4 lower, basically. Or I can, or um, I'm tripping. No, that's not Into the Darkness. I'm going crazy right now. I'm still kind of tired. But yeah, Into the Darkness is you can send 1 card from your one monster card, 1 creature card from your field into the graveyard. This card gains dead attack and defense until the end of the turn. So that's Into the Darkness. The effect is okay. Score order. Okay. Another one. Um, Laser Eye Dragon. Laser Eye Dragon. I can tap 1. Um, tap 1, draw 1 card. Basically, draw more draw power. So 3/4. It has 3 attack and 4 defense. I mean, it's just there just for me to draw. And last but not least, Leviathan Twin Dragon. Um, I can target creature commander gain +3/+3 until the end of the turn. It has 4 attack and 5 defense. So yeah, I know this video is like 23 minutes long. It's hella long. I did not mean for it to be that long, but that's pretty much the deck. Just deck talk, just showing you guys what I've been doing lately. So that's pretty much it. Peace out, YouTube.